Hello, it's me, Whitney. So, today's video is about healing from shadow work. So, my story that I want to talk about is very difficult to talk about, but it's a part of me. So, I just want to share my story. When I first lost my child in 2019, it was very devastating. It just felt like a bad dream. I had to constantly see that trauma over and over again. Finding my child laying next to me, lifeless, and there was nothing I can do. A mother's worst nightmare. I suffer from traumas, triggers, anger. I was angry all the time. I don't know. I was just angry just because, I don't know, just so many emotions all at once, like very uncomfortable. Repeated patterns started to come back up for me. Things I had suppressed and didn't deal with in the past. And I started to repeat those patterns over and over again just to make it. I suffered so long and so many suicide attempts. I would say probably after the last suicide attempt, my spirit just led me to do shadow work. I didn't even know what shadow work was. I knew nothing about it. I started researching it, and I just said, you know what, I want to start healing. I just want to start healing. I mean, it can take a lifetime, because losing a child, it takes your breath away. It's taking a lot for me to make this video, but I just want to share my story. I really just had to sit in the pain and keep reliving that night over and over and over again. I tried to suppress finding her that night like that. Like, I came to the conclusion, okay, she passed away. But it was like I had to constantly see it over and over and over again. And I just could, it was too hard for me. I couldn't do it. It was enough that she had already passed. But now I gotta keep seeing this in my head over and over again, doing CPR. Just didn't want to face that. So I kind of put a band-aid on that trauma that night. I would use pills that would help me sleep. I drank a lot of alcohol or whatever, because it was all day, every day. I couldn't function. I couldn't focus. I couldn't work. I couldn't take care of myself like for as the daily activities, the things that we take for granted, like showering, brushing my teeth, eating. I didn't eat at all. I didn't care about eating. Alcohol was my food. I had my alcohol. I had my pills. I didn't care. But just sitting in that pain, it was even more torture, because now I have to just let it just keep playing and keep playing and keep playing. And that was a lot for me. Like, I had to stop the pills, stop the alcohol, and etc. Just to sit in it and to really feel it, to really feel that light, to really see it, to really just come to awareness with it. Because it really just felt like a bad dream. I didn't know if I thought I was dead. I didn't know. It was just, I was so lost, just lost. I was very low and I was lost. Just the shadow work have helped me to really come into awareness, to be accepted of it, to know that, this is part of my life, whether I like it or not. It's part of my life, and if it's something I gotta see, and I'm gonna have to face my triggers. So whether I see it, it helped me to see it, deal with it, and then release it. Because I realized I don't have to hold on to the suffering. Of course I'm gonna be hurt. But I don't have to hold on to the suffering, because holding on to the suffering is even more torture. But I don't have to hold on to the suffering. And doing my shadow work has helped me to be aware of the repeated traumas, to know that I can face it and not fear anymore. Because my biggest fear, just as a mother, of me having to bury my child before me. As parents, we think, okay, our kids will bury us first, but it already happened. So I said, well, we'll face it. And it helps me dealing with my triggers as well, because I'm able to deal with my triggers. I don't have to put band-aids on it anymore. Just really facing the truth. Just really facing the truth, accepting the truth, really feeling it. Just really feeling it without trying to avoid that night. So thank you for listening. I hope my story helps someone to open up, to know that we can face anything, and we don't have to let what we went through hold us back from ourselves, who we truly are, who we truly meant to be. I can't say shadow work is very uncomfortable, because there's a lot of things that you have to face and deal with. Some things you don't want to deal with, some things you may have suppressed, some things you may have. It kind of really puts blockages up over our heart, over the truth. Like, so many of us don't want to face the truth. But the truth is the truth. The truth will set you free. And Like I said, I'm healing. And it's a everyday, every second healing for me. Does it still come up? Yes. Do I deal with it when it comes up? Yes. And then I release it and I let it go. It's a part of me. I'm aware of it. Thank you for listening to my story, and be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.